So the Camaro is back with a little issue, but nothing I can't take care of. Customer called me a day ago at night that he was having issues with the car. He was driving around and the car turned off on him while he was at a light, and it started acting weird, and it also felt underpowered. So I told him we'll bring it by and I'll check it out. So he dropped it off, went for a drive, and yeah, the car feels underpowered. It kind of falls on its face if you try to accelerate a little hard. And he told me previously that the car did have a, what do you call it? A fuel pump replacement a while back. So I'm aware that a lot of aftermarket pumps don't really work very well, or they don't last. So he said he got it off Summit Racing, and I said, okay, well, I mean, it's probably just a bad pump. So before I did that, I noticed, or before I didn't do it yet, right? Because it's what I'm doing right now. Before I decided to check all that, I noticed that the battery voltage was real low. The alternator was like not charging, and lights would flicker, and there was just hesitation. So last night I took it to the shop, took off the alternator, got it tested, it failed, decided to replace the alternator, and as you can see now, it's charging real nice. After I did that, I pulled the throttle body off, real nice and gunky, you know, the typical normal driving, daily driver. Throttle body was, you know, gummed up. Changed that, changed the fuel filter. Fuel filter was nice and muddy. Changed that. Cleaned the mass airflow sensor, and the car actually ran better. But it still falls on its face when you floor it, or when you get on hard acceleration. It's just weak. So hooked up a fuel pressure gauge, set it on the windshield, closed the hood, went for a drive. You can see that here. The fuel pressure drops. So before saying, oh, let's just replace the fuel pump, you know, I wanted to eliminate other issues that could cause just poor performance, which would be that, you know, dirty throttle body, no voltage on the alternator, you know, not charging, fuel filter clogged up. All those things are also symptoms of poor performance. So we took care of that, and once that was taken care of, you know, I can 100% guarantee that the fuel pressure and the fuel pump was bad. So now that all that stuff is taken care of, we're gonna go ahead and go pick up a fuel pump right now. Just watching my mirror here. We're on our way to go pick up a pump, and we're gonna go back to the shop and swap it out. That's the plan for today. Customer's real understanding. He understands it's an old car. He does understand that it happens, and that's why he brought it to me. He wants to get this car just dialed in. After this, we've been talking about suspension. I mentioned it on the last video. Working up a quote, different options, because as you guys know, there are a ton of options for suspension on these cars. There's stock replacements, there's aftermarket performance, like road course style replacements, there's just racing style, you know, components and stuff like that. All kinds of shocks, all kinds of different versions, bigger sway bars, all the good stuff. So I'm kind of just working on a quote for each one, each version, I should say, and I'll give him the options to choose whichever one he prefers, whichever one he likes. So yeah, I'm on my way to the store. I'm gonna go pick up a new fuel pump. I'm gonna pick up the whole assembly, the whole thing, the whole bucket, all the modules, I guess what they call it, the fuel pump assembly. We're not just gonna replace the little pump by itself. We're gonna change everything. It's gonna have all new housing, all new wiring, stuff like that. So I'm gonna take that, put that in the car, and if he ever needs to upgrade, which right now the car doesn't really need it because it's stock, it's just headers and tune. If he ever needs to upgrade, then I can modify to an aftermarket pump, which is no big deal. But I don't think he's gonna get to that point because he really likes the car the way it is. Question you might have is, a stock replacement pump from the auto parts store a good idea? And is it the best choice? There's a lot of choices out there. Racetronics, Summit Racing, Walbro. There's a lot of fuel systems out there that offer replacement pumps for these cars. But since this is a regular daily car, and accessibility to parts in case they fail is kind of a good thing. So O'Reilly's offers a replacement module with pump and level sensor for about $300, but you get a lifetime warranty, you know, so it's always in stock. I don't have to wait a day or two, you know, say the customer, something happens, he really needs the car. I don't have to wait a day or two for parts to come in from Summit or anything like that. And then I don't have to cut the bucket, the factory bucket, if I had to get an aftermarket pump, which are fatter, they don't fit in the bucket. I have to modify the bucket, stuff like that. This is just a quick. So with a lifetime warranty, man, I mean, you can't beat it. It's worth the money. It's a daily driver. If he has issues, he'll never have to buy a pump again for this car. To me, it's a win-win. It's perfectly fine, and they work great. I've used them in previous Trans Ams, Camaros in the past, working at the shop, and to this day, they still run great. So we're going to go ahead and go with that route. Everybody has their options. As a daily driver, this works perfectly fine. So let's get here to the store and get a new pump. And I don't know what else I need, but I guess I'll check right now. Okay, here at the store. The car does drive. That's another thing. You guys might have been like, how's it driving? The car does drive. It cruises nice. It's easy. It has enough fuel pressure for it to cruise. It's a little sluggish. But if you try to accelerate on the expressway, try to get on the highway, and you're trying to pass somebody, the car just falls flat on its face. So, yeah, you can definitely feel the difference. So let's go in here and buy a new pump. Morning. So they didn't have it in stock. They didn't have the fuel pump in stock. So I'm on my way to another O'Reilly's, but I did pay for it there. And I'm on my way to the other store, which is the warehouse. On my way to the store, get the fuel pump, and then head back to the shop. But the journeys of parts chasing, man, I do this a lot. Every time I work on cars, I'm running around the entire valley getting parts, because one store has one, the other one doesn't. They only have pieces of the parts. They only have like a little bit of here, a little bit there. So I'm always running around. Honestly, I feel like I spend more time on the road getting parts than I actually do working on the car. And that's happened to me before, where I'm just chasing parts and it takes me no time at all to finish the car. So let me go get that, and we'll head right back to the shop. All right. So first things first, I gotta jack up the car, and we got to take off this Phillips here and a Phillips here. Take off this cup that way. Oh, I'm sorry. Phillips here, Phillips here. Take off this cup so the filler neck is loose. Gotta jack up the car, lower the differential by removing the shock bolts at the bottom so the differential goes down far enough. So I can lower the tank. Gotta remove the exhaust, the back part of it. I don't know if it's bolted on this one. He says it got done before, so I might have to cut it. After I cut that, then I can start taking off all that line. So let me get working on this. go. Filler neck's just loose. I believe there is a 10mm bolt holding it down on the inside. So let me jack up the car. Okay, so first things first, it's gonna be shock bolts, 21mm if it's factory. And then I need to disconnect the 3 lines that come out from the top. So one is here, it's just a little squeeze clip. And then the other one, you follow them down. One is right here. Also squeeze that, pop it out. And then the other one is on the fuel filter. Right here, also a squeeze clip. So you remove those, and that gives you your lines out the way. Then we got to do the exhaust. So we got 2 13mm bolts here. And then on this side, you can either take off that 13mm that's right there, or you can take off the 213 that's on the frame. And as I can see here, it goes over, and it doesn't look like this exhaust was ever cut. So whoever did the fuel pump swap before, I have no idea how they got the exhaust off, because that piece that goes over the ground goes way over there, and to get that out is a pain. And honestly, nothing looks touched under the car, so there's likely chance that we may not have a replaced pump, but I won't talk too soon. After the exhaust comes off, you got this heat shield, those 7mm bolts that are there, a couple of them. There's one there, one there. And then the fuel tank will have a 15mm nut right there, and then another one on the other side. And then as it's coming down, you gotta watch out for the filler neck. So yeah, let me get a little bit ahead of it. I'll try to record some of it. It's 21. Yeah, see, this is why I needed somebody recording. So I'm hitting it, but the other side is spinning, so I'm gonna have to get a wrench, take these off. Oh well, let me take care of that. Okay, so cut the exhaust off right over the rear end. That way it's easier for the muffler shop to weld that piece back. It's accessible, it's not crazy angles, you can get a good seal. Took off the little heat shields. Here's the gas tank. Okay. So there's a connector that plugs in there. Obviously your lines. Remove the shocks on the bottom. The panhard bar, this piece. What's two? This is a panhard bar and this is the other brace. Take that off, 15mm bolts, bring it down. And obviously your hangers. Right? And I'm trying to think what else I had to do. It's not much. Honestly, once the exhaust is out the way, everything else is pretty easy to do. So it is replaced. It does have a replaced pump, because this is not a factory connector. This is an aftermarket connector. The factory one is a little flat. So they cut and wired. So yeah, any aftermarket pump now, they don't make it with the same connector. Every aftermarket pump you buy has this connector, so you have to convert it. So that's that. Like I said, this is the lines. This is your feed. This is a vent. This is return. One comes out to the fuel filter. The other one's a return, and then the other one's your vent. And then your harness, which is technically these wires coming out, down. And this one plugs into the car. That's your bulkhead. Should be your level sensor, your key source, your fuel pump, whatnot. So that's that. There is a 10mm bolt, like I said, right here. It's all you gotta do is pry this little it clips right here. It goes in like that, just slides in. All you gotta do is pull it off, and there's a bolt right here, 10mm. And honestly, other than getting really dirty, not too bad. So let's take out this pump, swap out to the other one. Okay, so those pumps are out, and for the people that don't know, it's just a ring that goes here that locks in place. It just turns. If you want to take it off, use these little inside tabs. Just tap it all the way around till it spins, unlocks. Before you do that, you got your 3 little hoses and your connectors that you gotta disconnect. So, see, every new kit comes with a new connector. I'm not gonna put it because it's done, and I checked it and it's pretty good. It was done right, so I don't want to cut what I don't have to. This is the pump that came off the car, and it's a little different. This is the Precision. It's a lot nicer. This one doesn't have a sleeve over the harness. Also, I noticed that this one doesn't have a strainer at the bottom. This one does. See? This one has a strainer. This one doesn't have a strainer. And I don't know if it fell apart because there's pieces here. Yeah, this has to be it. So the strainer that was on it before tore apart, and I think that's what killed the pump. So I'm gonna wash this out real quick, turn around, wipe it down, and then I'll throw the new pump on there. We'll go backwards, start putting everything back in the car. All right, so the gas tank is back up. Car's running great. The only thing I gotta do is just had to get the muffler re-welded, but while I was there, I decided to do a electric cutout. The guys lined up the tailpipes way better than before. They were kind of low, so they moved them up a little bit, and got the wide pipe and everything all straightened up, and they welded the cutout back on, which actually I'm going to take off so I can drive it like that. So electric cutout welded. I'm not electric cutout, it's a regular manual cutout, so this one you can remove and replace anytime, but I am going to talk to the customer, and I do want to order the electric one that opens and closes on its own, and I'll run the wire inside the car, probably through this grommet, run it in the car on a switch so he can have a control on the fly. But yeah, we'll get the car down, let's go for a drive. Damn. Traction control light came on. I forgot that this car has a actual traction control. But yeah, it went into second and hit that light. The traction controls on these cars are so crazy. It literally pushes the pedal back. Your foot. It pushes your foot back. It's like get off the throttle. It's hilarious. Oh, watch out for that dude. The car's so cool, loud like this, but I'll probably just show him and then he can cover it up. Turn off the traction control here. Oh, hell yeah, man. Now she's back. Heck yeah. Running real good. Doesn't fall on its face anymore. Doesn't slow down. Doesn't turn off. Alternator's charging. Yep. Turn the traction control back on. All right. Well, I guess that's it, right? I'll take it back to the shop, just clean it up a bit, and send it on its way again. I think next is I'm gonna do a suspension. I want to do a full suspension, either stock or a little bit more sturdy. Not anything like VMR, UMI. I want something classier, something nicer, not something so rigid and stiff. Because I've had VMR and UMI before, and they work great, but it just changes the car completely, and not in a good way. It rides real stiff. So, anyways, yeah. All right, let me go back to the shop. Okay, so there she is, back and running, up again, ready for that F-body cruise. I spoke to the customer. I really hope he does make it to the F-body cruise because the car is clean and it's an awesome driver car. So I hope he can make it for this weekend's F-body cruise, which is November 23rd to the island. Yeah, fuel pump's fixed, fuel pressure's fixed, alternator's fixed, throttle body's clean, mass airflow's clean, fuel filter's replaced, cutout is installed, car's cleaned up, everything's up and running, nice and good. Tune is run over just to make sure everything was good, and it's ready to go back. I dig it. So yeah, anything you guys need, feel free to let me know. Facebook page is Hub City Hot Rods, all together, no space. Hub City Hot Rods. Then I have the YouTube, obviously, is this one, is the Hub City Hot Rods TV. I do have a TikTok, and I still haven't posted any videos on TikTok. I don't know what it is. I just haven't gotten the hang of it. I have a couple of videos on TikTok. It's just Hub City Hot Rods also. I think it's Hub City Hot Rods TV or just Hub City Hot Rods on TikTok. Same thing. I have a couple of videos from a while back. I just haven't gotten the hang of it. Instagram, it's just my personal one. I'll probably convert it back to the I'll convert it back to a business page. But so yeah, anything you need, like, subscribe, comment, message me on the Facebook page if you guys need work. For those of you who know my personal number, don't be scared to send me a text. Shoot me a text, call me. If you guys need help, I'm more than willing to help you out too. I don't charge for advice or guidance over the phone. You guys want to do a do-it-yourself project, you guys want to use some of the videos that I posted to try to do it yourself, let me know. You guys have any questions, I'll take care of that. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate you guys coming through and watching the video again. And right now we're up at 600 subscribers, 600 and some. And I'd really like to get 1,000 before the end of the year. So if you guys could share, send it to your friends, comment, spread the word. Just a lot of people have high goals. I just have 1,000 for the end of the year. That'd be great for me. I would really appreciate it. If we could have 1,000 subscribers. I have more than enough views. On some of my videos, I have 20,000 views. Some of my videos, I have 5,000 views. I have 10,000 views. I have 1,000 views. So it could be repetitive viewing, or it could be that many people are watching, just that many people haven't subscribed. So if you guys could subscribe, hit that like button. You don't have to hit the like button. So the like button, the way it works is it adds it to your favorites on your own personal account. You don't have to like, right? But it's what people say: like, subscribe, comment. So if you could at least subscribe, throw a comment down there what you thought about the video. That help a lot. So the goal is 1,000 views before the end of the year, and I might do a giveaway on some merch. I got merch over the years, some Hub City Hot Rod shirts, some lanyards, and we'd probably do a giveaway after we hit 1,000 views. I want to do a giveaway of some merch. That'd be pretty cool for you guys. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for coming around, and we'll see you on the next one.